Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a moment so profound, so utterly transformative, that it literally redrew the map of our world. Get ready for the day that changed the world. How one event redefined history forever. Trust me, you won't look at history the same way again. Before that fateful day, the world was a powder keg, simmering with unspoken rivalries and clashing ambitions. Empires were flexing their muscles, secret treaties were being forged in smoky back rooms, and the whispers of discontent grew louder by the hour. Leaders, blinded by hubris and ambition, made decisions behind closed doors that would echo through generations. We're talking about a web of political intrigue, economic competition, and deeply entrenched ideologies that were just waiting for a spark. Every nation was playing a dangerous game of chess, positioning themselves, not realizing they were teetering on the edge of a precipice. The air was thick with anticipation, a heavy silence before the storm. The question wasn't if something would happen, but when, and what form it would take. Then it happened. A single, shocking event that ripped through the fragile fabric of global peace. Imagine the date, June 28, 1914. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand in Sarajevo. This wasn't just a political murder. It was the ultimate catalyst. News spread like wildfire, igniting a chain reaction across continents. The world watched in horror as a local conflict escalated, pulling one nation after another into its terrifying orbit. Declarations of war followed in rapid succession. The assassination itself was dramatic. A young man, Gavrilo Princip, firing the shots that would echo for decades. But the true drama lay in the immediate aftermath. Ultimatums, mobilizations, and the swift, terrifying realization that the world had crossed an irreversible line. That single act, initially seen by some as a regional incident, quickly morphed into the trigger for the greatest conflict humanity had ever known. The shock was palpable, the disbelief widespread as the illusion of peace shattered. Now, while the spotlight often shines on the major figures, history is also shaped by those operating in the shadows. Think about the clandestine networks, the revolutionary cells, or even the diplomats whose subtle miscalculations or bold gambits went unnoticed but had monumental consequences. There were intelligence agents gathering fragments of information, propagandists fueling nationalistic fervor, and even ordinary citizens whose small acts of defiance or cooperation steered the course of events. From the radical Serbian groups like the Black Hand, whose planning led directly to the Archduke's assassination, to the low-ranking military strategists whose detailed mobilization plans were set into motion. These hidden players were crucial. They were the cogs in the colossal machinery of history, often unseen, but absolutely essential to understanding how that fateful day unfolded and its immediate fallout. Within 24 hours, the world was plunged into a dizzying vortex of chaos, courage, and confusion. Telegraph lines buzzed with frantic messages. Newspapers screamed headlines of impending doom. Families were torn apart as men were called to arms. Governments scrambled, some desperately trying to de-escalate, others seizing the opportunity to press their advantage. There was patriotic fervor mixed with widespread disbelief and terror. People gathered in city squares, listening to pronouncements of war, their faces a mixture of fear and determination. The sheer speed of the global response was unprecedented. Empires began mobilizing their vast armies, borders became flashpoints, and the first casualties were already being counted. The initial shock quickly gave way to a grim, terrifying reality. The world had fundamentally changed overnight, and there was no going back. The lasting legacy of this single event is immense, stretching into every corner of our lives today. World War I reshaped global politics, leading to the collapse of empires and the rise of new nations. It gave birth to new ideologies, technologies, and international institutions like the League of Nations and later the United Nations. Its economic impact was profound, altering global trade and financial systems. Culturally, it inspired art, literature, and movements for social change. It set the stage for World War II and the Cold War, effectively shaping the geopolitical landscape we inhabit today. Even the way we approach international diplomacy, conflict resolution, and human rights is deeply rooted in the lessons both learned and unlearned from that pivotal moment. It's a stark reminder of how interconnected our world truly is, and how a single spark can ignite a conflagration that burns for generations. And that, my friends, is the story of the day that changed the world. A truly humbling look at history's turning points. If you found this journey through time as fascinating as I did, please give this video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the events that shaped our past and continue to influence our present. Your support means the world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.